Doing well this weekend. I am in the process over the last couple of days. I've been making a few swarm traps in preparation for spring. Did a couple with 5-gallon buckets. This afternoon I was looking around and I thought, you know what? I found this awesome cooler, just an Omaha Steaks cooler, and I thought I'm going to turn this thing into a swarm trap. Then the more I looked around, I actually found a much better cooler to use. I'm going to show you that. Just stacked up with some old coolers. It's just an old Igloo 48 cooler. Nothing special on the inside. Does have a drain hole down here, just like normal. And what I did, I have taken 2 wooden dowels basically, and I just cut them and pushed them down in here so they would fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this cooler. But first I'm going to remove the drain holes. That'll be the entrance for the bees. Okay, well I popped that hole out right here. You can see pretty easily I just unscrewed this old drain, and that gives us about a 3/4 to maybe an inch. It might be just less than an inch opening at the bottom of this cooler. Everything else looks pretty sealed up tight. Didn't even have to drill this, so just the right size for a swarm trap. Okay, well what I'm going to do now is just position this where you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. I'm going to take this, got it falling, hopefully. Alright. I'm going to take some wax that, yes, this is just a little fondue pot. My daughter came down the other day and said, "Dad, is that our fondue pot you're using for this?" Absolutely. Works perfect. I'm going to take this old wax and I'm basically just going to put it all inside of this cooler and let it set up. I've got some old comb that I put it's got propolis, got some old pollen. I used it for a trap the other day. I'm just going to put this wax all inside of this cooler so that it has that bee smell. Really coat it on here. Get it to where it doesn't smell like plastic. And I'm going to show you, a lot of times on these traps, you're just having the bees come and attach their comb right to the top, but that's not what we're going to do on here. I'll show you how this sets up perfectly. I'm going to put some wax on these wooden dowels that I inserted. I'm also going to put it on the lid here just to make sure it has that smell. And that's what we're looking for. The more wax, the better. Okay, well you can see down in that pot it's just got a really good residue, and I'm going to continue to put on this top. Doesn't have to be pretty at all. Coat it all around the hole down here, and also come around the front. I'm going to coat this thing in wax all up the front side of this cooler, all around the entry so they can smell it. We'll also put some bait in there when it's time. Alright, so we'll get that. Just coat everything. In here already, and this cooler works out to be a great size because it's off the bottom The frames go down. They're still about 1.5 to 2 inches from the bottom of the frames to the bottom of the cooler, which kind of very similar to a hive, 1.5 inch. I'm gonna put different frames, like this one just has wire, has where some frame was in there, from foundation was in there before, but it's basically just a starter. I've got some frames that have already been waxed. Put these in here, and before you know it, this whole thing, this swarm trap, some old comb here, just toss this in, and I've got a swarm trap that easily fits 8 full frames. You can see, fits in there perfect. It's got the hole down here on the front. I'll be able to close this, put duct tape around it, seal it off good. I'll use the 2 handles, connect those with a piece of rope, and then we'll suspend it in a tree. I'm going to take the last bit of wax that's here, and I'm literally just going to coat the top of these frames. That smells great. Can't have enough or too much wax. Alright, and that should do it. And this thing will be ready to hang in a tree. So what I'll do now is, I've got it set up to where in the spring I can easily just close the lid on it, seal it up, and make sure that I've got all of it covered with duct tape where it needs to be. I'll put one little angle on the tree where I can prop this on top of it, and then ratchet strap it to the tree and make sure it's level and plumb. And this thing should be ready to, hopefully catch a pretty good swarm. I mean, the size of it is great, and then should be able to take it off the tree, grab the handles, walk it to where I want it to be, and then transfer these frames right into, their hive. So give this one a try. Very easy to do, didn't take any time at all, and a good use of an old cooler. Okay, see you next time. God bless.